Hello, dear students of class 6. Today I shall be discussing chapter number 13. The name of the chapter is Active and Passive Voices. Now, before starting discussing, you should know what is active and what is passive voice. We must know active and passive voice. In exam, you will get question of active voice. Active voice, you have to change it to passive voice. Especially in your class, you will get active voices. You have to change it to active voice. You have to change it to passive voice. And once you learn active voice, you will learn how, that means once you learn how to change voice from active to passive, remember this, it will be very easy, very easy to change voice from passive to active. So the most important is for you, the most important thing for you is to learn how to change voice from active to passive. Now, so what is active and passive voice? ACTIVE, active and passive voice. PASSIVE, passive. Active voice is the voice or the sentence in which subject will perform the action. That means active voice is the sentence or the voice in which subject will perform the action. The main focus will be on subject. Subject will perform the action. Remember this. And this is active voice. And passive voice or the sentence, in which the voice or the sentence in which subject will be acted upon. The voice or the sentence in which subject will be acted upon. That is, object will perform the action. Object will perform the action and will act upon subject. In active voice, that means subject will perform the action, and in passive voice, object will perform the action. Remember this, object will perform the action. I hope this is clear. Basically, voice is of two types. Basically, voice is of two types. Active and passive. ACTIVE, active and passive. PASSIVE, passive. So what active voice, subject will perform the action, and in passive voice, object will perform the action. Remember this, object will perform the action. Now, to change voice, we must identify three things in a sentence. What do we have to identify? To change voice, we need to identify three things in a sentence. If we are unable to identify these three things, we will not be able to change the voice. We will not be able to change the voice, or we cannot change the voice if we are unable to identify these three things. So what are the three things? Now, what we have to do, we must identify three things in a sentence to change the voice. Otherwise, we will not be able to, or we cannot change the voice. What are the three things? One is subject. Number two is verb. Number three is object. So we must identify subject, verb and object in a sentence to change the voice. Otherwise, we will not be able to change the voice. So, what is subject? What is subject? We must know what is subject. About whom we talk in a sentence, or about whom we say something in a sentence. About whom we say something in a sentence. For example, Ram is playing. Ram is playing. This is a sentence. Ram is playing. Ram is playing anything, maybe cricket. CRICKET. Ram is playing cricket. Now, subject is about whom we talk in a sentence. Now we are talking about whom. Who is playing? Who is playing? We are telling that means Ram is playing cricket. That means here we are talking about Ram, and what Ram is doing? Ram is playing cricket. Ram is playing cricket. So we are talking about Ram. We are talking about Ram. And subject means about whom we talk in a sentence. About whom we say something in a sentence. Now verb. The action word in a sentence is called verb. We know this. The action word in a sentence is called verb. In parts of speech already you have studied. So Ram is playing. Which is the action word? Here play is the action word. Play is the action word. That means, so this is verb. The action word is called verb. Remember that auxiliary verb will not be considered as main verb while changing the voice. Auxiliary verb will not be considered as main verb while changing the voice. If there is no main verb in the sentence, then we cannot change the voice. Exceptional cases are there where, that means I am talking about that. Okay, if there is no verb, we cannot change the voice. Now talking about subject, as I said you earlier that we must identify subject in a sentence to change the voice. Now exceptional cases are there. In imperative, we will not get subject. In imperative, there will be no subject. Sometimes there will be no subject. And in imperative, we will not get subject. And sometimes we will not get also object in imperative. Understood or not? Subject and object is important, but sometimes we will not get subject. Sometimes we will not get object. Understood or not? So imperative, exceptional cases are there. Otherwise, we must identify these three things to change the voice. Now, what is object? Now, what is object? The thing on which the action or activity of the subject falls. The thing on which the action or activity of the subject falls. Now, very easy way is there to identify object in a sentence. To identify object in a sentence, if you can identify the verb, then what you have to do? With the help of what and whom, you can identify object. With the help of what and whom. What and whom. Now, if I tell playing what? Playing what? Playing what? Then playing cricket. Playing what? Answer is cricket. That means there is subject. With the help of what and whom, if the answer is not coming with what, then we have to try with whom. Understood or not? So remember that we must identify three things in a sentence to change the voice. So the three things are subject, verb and object. Remember this. Now another thing which we should know is that, or which is must for changing the voice, that is, the verb should be transitive. The verb should be transitive. Let me write the verb should be transitive. TRAN, transitive. TIB, the verb should be transitive. Now, what is transitive verb? That means the verb which require an object to complete its meaning. The verb which require an object to complete its meaning, and Intransitive verb is also there, but intransitive verb does not require an object to complete its meaning. But this very verb, transitive verb, requires an object to complete its meaning. Now, remember that basically we have what we do, we think that the last word of the sentence is object, the last word of the object is sentence, the last word of the sentence is object, but it is all the time it is not like this. The last word of the sentence is not always object. Remember this. Now let me that means explain you how to understand that it is transitive verb or not. Transitive verb or not. Very easy. That means if there is object in the sentence, that means it is transitive verb. So transitive verb, as I said earlier, transitive verb requires an object to complete its meaning. Now let me write two sentences. For example, I eat rice. I eat rice. And I go to market. I go to market. I go to market. Now, if I tell you I eat rice, if you now here eat is verb, it is verb, and go is also verb. In the second sentence, go is verb, and in the first sentence, it is verb. Now here I eat rice, this action is falling on the subject, it is falling on the object, it is falling on the object. But here that means action is not falling on this. Now simple way to identify an object, as I said you earlier, with the help of what and whom we have to find object. If I tell, that means with the help of what and whom. Now eat what? Eat what? Eat what? Eat, that means eat what? That means eat rice. That means with the help of what we are getting our answer. So first sentence, this has an object, and this verb, that means first sentence has an object. So this is what? Transitive verb. This is transitive verb. Now I go to market. Go what? We can say go where? Go where? Then our answer will be market. Go where? Then our answer will be market. If I tell go what, answer is not market. With go what, it is if somebody says go what market, no, it is not, it is incorrect. So if I tell you go where, then only answer market will come. That means with the help, that means as I said earlier, with the help of what and whom only we have to find our object, not with where. Understood or not? So this is what? Intransitive verb. This is go is intransitive verb. Understood or not? And last word, what we think is the last word of a sentence is object. No, it is not like this. Here the last word is market, but it is not object here. But in the first sentence, the last word is rice, but it is object because the verb is transitive. Verb is transitive. Now moving now we have to change voice. We have to change voice according to. We have to change voice according to tenses and according to sentences. That means on the basis of the meaning of the sentences. We know that sentences, 5 types of sentences are there. Assertive, another name of assertive is declarative, then interrogative, imperative, optative, exclamatory. But in class 6, in your syllabus, only assertive and interrogative is given. Assertive and interrogative is given, and is given. So we have to change the voice according to tenses and according to the meaning of the, according to tenses and according to types of sentences. Types of sentences. Today I shall discuss how to change voice of assertive and interrogative. Now I'll start with present indefinite. We have to start, that means I'll start the discussion with present indefinite. How to change the voice from active to passive if the sentence is simple present. Another name of present indefinite is simple present. Simple present. 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 Now, another important thing is that you should remember that you should learn the formation. You should learn the formation of tenses so that it will become easy for you to change the voice. It will be very easy for you to change the voice if you can remember the formation of tenses. Now, what is the formation of simple present? Subject plus verb 1 plus object. Now here we will not write complement because what? Because to change the voice we require what? Object, not complement. Object should be there in a sentence. Object should be there in a sentence. Now with the help of this formation, any sentence you want to write, you can change the voice. You can change the voice. You can change the voice. And now I am writing here I hate apple. Object is apple. A-double-P-L-E, apple. Hate what? What? Whom? W-H-O-M. Whom? Hate what? Apple. So apple is the object. I hate apple. I hate apple. Now in voice change, what will happen is that now in voice change, so this is actually the formation. Up to this, it is actually the formation of simple present. But to change the voice, formation is like this. The formation of simple present is like this: object or complement. Anything we can write. But to change the voice, we require object. That is why we are not writing the complement. Complement is not required to change the voice. Object is required. So in voice change, what will happen? That means to change the sentence from active to passive, what we will do? We will bring the object at the beginning. We will bring the object at the beginning. Object will be at the beginning. Then after object, M is R. Then after M is R, verb 3. Then preposition by. Sometimes we use preposition at also, but next 90%, that means maximum of the time we use the preposition by. Then our subject will come. That means this subject will go at the end. Plus verb 3 plus preposition by plus subject. SUB subject. So while changing the voice from active to passive, we have to follow this formation for present indefinite, for simple present. For simple present, object will come at the beginning. This object will come at the beginning. Then we have to what? According to this object, what we have to do? We have to write M is or R. And you know that with I we use M, and with third person singular we use is. Third person singular, that means he, she. Name of a person may be Ram, maybe a pen. A pen is what? Singular. Story, book, a story, a book. These things are what? If we add that, all are third person singular. And for plural, with rest others we use is. With rest others we use is. Now let me change this sentence from active to passive with the help of this formation. Please concentrate. That means object. So apple will come at the beginning. Apple will come at the beginning. So after, now this is the new, this is the object. Now after apple we have to put M is or R according to this one. Now this is singular, that means third person singular. So what we have to write? Apple is. Apple is. Remember another thing, in voice change, when we change voice from active to passive, in passive voice, the verb will be always third form of the verb. The form of the verb will be it will be in third form. So apple is, we have written this one, then we have to write third form of the verb. Third form of the verb, hate. Apple is hated. Apple is hated, then we have to write by and then the subject. Apple is hated by, I will become me. I will become me. Now remember one thing. This thing you have to remember. This is active, active. Active. This is passive, passive. Passive. I will become me. You will remain same. You. She will become her. Her. He will become him. We will become us. They will become they will them. They too them. Inactive voice we will get, if we get I, then while changing it to passive we have to write me. Inactive voice, if we get you, then you will remain in passive voice. If we find she in active voice, then while changing the voice from active to passive, she will become her, he will become him, we will become use, us, they will become them. Now here apple is hated by me. Why I have written? Because I is there. I is there in the active. That is why in passive voice I have written me. I hope you have understood this. Now if the sentence is present indefinite interrogative, present simple present interrogative, then how we have to change the voice from active to passive? Very simple. Does he likes mango? M-A-N-G-O. Does, and if it is interrogative, then at the end we have to put a question mark. Remember, see, does he like mango? So what we have to do is that we have to, at first, very simple rule you can do in rough, and then you can write the answer in the exam. What you have to do, if it is interrogative, that means interrogative, so what you have to do, like this you have to change. You will change this one to assertive. He like by mistake I have written S, but it should not be there. Does he like mango? He likes mango. M-A-N-G-O, mango. This is not the answer. We are doing rap. In exam you have to do like this, and then you have to write the answer. At first we have to change this one to assertive. He likes mango. Now it became what? It became simple present. It became assertive simple present. It became assertive subject, verb 1, object is there. So we have to change. How we have to change? Mango. Object will come at the beginning, mango. Then we have to write am, is, or are according to the new object. Mango is third person singular, we know. Mango is, then like will become what? Then after am, is, or what we have to write? We have to write third form of the verb. So like will become liked. L-I-K-E-D. Mango is liked. Then preposition by. Then in place of he, what we have to write? Him. Mango is liked by him. Then what we have to do? We have to bring is in the beginning. We have to bring this is in the beginning. Like this. Is Is mango, M-A-N-G-O, is mango liked by him, L-I-K-E-D, liked by him. Is mango liked by him? Now this is the answer. Is mango liked by him? This is the answer of this active voice. Is mango liked by him? First of all, we have to change this one. We'll hide this. We have to change it to assertive. Then we have to change the voice. Then what we will do, we will bring the auxiliary verb at the beginning. It will be our answer. I hope you have understood. Now the next is present continuous. Present continuous. Present continuous. Present, P-R-E-S-E-N-T, present continuous, C-O-N-T-I-N-U-O-U-S, present continuous. Now the formation of present continuous tense is, present continuous, that means the action which is going right now, the action which is going now, the action which is going on right now. Present continuous. So how the formation of present continuous is subject plus am, is, are, verb 1 plus ing plus object So if with the help of this, if we want to write an example, we can write so many sentences with the help of this formation. So let me write an example. She is teaching me. She is T-A-C-H-I-N-G. She is teaching me. She is teaching me. Here she is the subject. Then according to the subject, what we have to write? M is, we know that with third person singular, what we have to use? We have to use is. And then bar plus ing, teaching. Then object me. As I said you earlier, with the help of who, what and whom, we have to find the object. If I tell teaching what, not coming, teaching what, not coming. Now if I say teaching whom, that is me. So with the help of whom, answer is coming. So me is the object. Now how to change the voice if the from active to passive if the sentence is present continuous. Now let me write the formation of passive voice. Object will come at the beginning. Object plus am, is, are, plus being, B-E-I-N-G, being, plus verb 3, plus preposition by, plus subject. So this is the formation of present continuous passive voice. So object will be, this object will come at the beginning, then am is or are according to the new object. Then we have to write being, then we have to write verb 3, then preposition by, then subject. So let me change this. Me will become I. She is teaching me. She is teaching me. If we find me, then as I said, it is not like this that all the time it will be like this, that we if that means third said us that me is there, but how we can write in the that means third said that in active voice, if we get like this, then we have to write what if we get I, then if in active voice if we get I, then we have to, in passive voice we have to write me. But sometimes also you will get like this, in active voice also you will get me. So what you have to write? You have to write I. You have to, in passive voice, in active voice you will get me. Then alternatively you have to write If you get I, then you have to write me. If you get me, then you have to write I. Like this, it is like this. Understood or not? So if you get her, then you have to write she. So it is like this. So me will become I. Me will become I. Then according to this, we have to write M is or R. As I said to you at the beginning that with I we use M. I am. I am. Then being will come. B-E-I-N-G, being. I am being. Then verb 3. So what is the third form of the verb? What is the third form of the verb? Teach. It will become taught. T-A-U-G-H-T. So I am being taught by, after third form of the verb, then we have to write by, then subject, this one. So what will become? She will become her. She will become her, H-E-R. So this is the answer. I am being taught by her. I am being taught by her. If you want to write in your copy, you can write this. If you want not, you should write this. These are very important. Formation of active and formation of passive. Now, if it is interrogative, present continuous interrogative, then how we have to change the voice? Are you? For example, if the sentence is, are you reading a book? Are you reading? R-E-A-D-I-N-G. Are you reading a book? B-O-O-K. Are you reading a book? Now, after interrogative, if the sentence is interrogative, then what we have to do? We have to put question mark at the end. Are you reading a book? So what we have to do? We have to change it to assertive. Not in, that means in rough page or wherever that means in rough page we have to write. And after some days, that means after practicing, you have to practice these things. After practicing for some days, you will not be required to write. You can directly change the voice. Are you reading a book? Then how we can change it to assertive? You are reading a book. You are reading a book. You are reading a book. R-E-A-D-I-N-G. You are reading a book. B-O-O-K, book. You are reading a book. You are reading a book. Now it is present continuous assertive. Then with the help of this, we can change the voice. With the help of this formation, we can change the voice. So object will come at the beginning. Object will come at the beginning. A book. A book. I am reading, that means you are reading a book. So a book will come at the beginning. Then M is or R according to the new object. So a book is third person singular. A book is third person singular. So for third person singular, we use what is a book is. Then we have to write being. We have to write being. B-E-I-N-G, being. B-E-I-N-G, being. Then we have to write what? Third form of the verb. Third form of the verb read is read. A book is being read. Then by. We have to write the preposition by. Then in place of, that means you are reading a book. So you will remain unchanged. A book is being read by you. Y-O-U. Now what we have to do? Now we have to bring the auxiliary verb at the beginning. Is a book being read by you? Is a book being read by you? B-E-I-N-G. Is a book being read by you? R-E-A-D. Read by you. Y-O-U. Is a book being read by you? Is a book being read by? Is a book being read by you? If it was books, in place of books, are you reading books? Are you reading books? Then what would have been the answer? Are you reading book? You are reading books, then our answer would have been like this: are books being read by you? Are books being read by you? Are books being read by you? Why are? Because this very subject here, this is the subject, books, it is what? Plural. It is not third person singular, or it is not I. We know that with plural what we have to use? We have to use are. So are books being read by you? If the sentence is are you, that means are you reading books? Are you reading books? I hope you have understood this. Now present perfect. Now present perfect. Another thing which you should remember is that tense is divided into 4 parts. That is 3 parts. Present tense is divided into 3 parts: past, present, and present, past or future. Present, past or future. It is further divided into 12 parts. It is further divided into 12 parts. But we are required to change the voice from active to passive of only 8 tenses. That is simple present, present continuous, present perfect, past, simple past, past perfect, past continuous, past perfect, and simple future and future perfect. Now past, present perfect. Now present perfect. Present perfect. Present perfect. P-E-R-F-E-C-T. Present perfect. Now what is the formation of present perfect? Subject plus have or has plus verb 3 plus object. So with the help of this, let me write a sentence. With the help of this, let me write a sentence. We have watched the film. F-I-L-M. We have watched the film. We have watched the film. Subject we. Then according to the subject we have to write have or has. We know that we only we have to use third person. That means with third person singular we have to use has. So it is not third person singular. So I have written what? Have. Third form of the verb watched is third form of the verb watch. The film is the object. Watched what? The film. So the film is the object. Now what is the formation of passive voice of present perfect? Of present perfect, object plus have, has plus been, VWN been, plus verb 3 plus preposition by plus subject. So object plus have or has plus been plus verb 3 plus by preposition by plus subject. So this is the formation of passive voice of present perfect. So according to this we have to change the voice. We have to change the voice from active to passive. So object will come at the beginning. Here object is what? The film. The film. The F-I-L-M. The film. The object is the film. So after the object we have to write have or has according to this new object. So the film is third person singular. It is not third person singular. So that is why I have written have. But it is third person singular. So what I have to write? The film has. The film has. In exam, so many students make mistake. If they see in the sentence have, then in the answer also they write have. But we have to see that the new object which we have written is third person singular or plural. Or if it is not third person singular, then have. If it is third person singular, then what we have to write? We have to write has. Or remember this, so many students make mistake. So the film has, after has what we have to write? Been, according to the formation. Been, then verb 3, so watched. will remain same, that is it is already in it is in third form. So watched, watched. The film has been watched, then the preposition by, then the preposition by, then what we have to write? Us. The film has been watched by us. The film has been watched by us. Very simple. Object, then have or has according to the new object written. Has I have written because it is third person singular. Then been according to the formation, then verb 3 watch, then preposition by, then in place of we, what we have to write? We have to write us. Then the next is, that means if present perfect interrogative, present perfect interrogative, present perfect interrogative. Now let me rub this. For example, has he sent the letters? Has he sent the letters? In interrogative, what should be there at the end? Question mark. Has he sent the letter? SENT, sent the letters. Has he sent the letters? Now what we have to do? That means we have to change it to what? Assertive. We have to write in a rough page. How we have to change it to assertive? He has sent the letter. He has sent the letters. He has sent the letters. letters. He has sent the letters. Now it became assertive. Now I have already told you how to change. That means assertive sentence of present perfect from active to passive. So now it will be very easy for you because already formation is there. So what we have to do? We have to, that means object will come at the beginning, the letters, letters, the letters, the letters, then have or has. As I said to you earlier, that with third person singular we have to use has, but it is not third person singular, it is what? Plural, third person plural. The letters have, so have, then been, the letters have been, then third form of the verb, so it will remain same. Sent is already in third form. The letters have been sent, then the preposition by, sent by, he will become him. Very simple. Now our answer. Now from this we have to find our answer. Just one thing we have to do. We have to bring this auxiliary verb at the beginning. It will be our answer. It will be our answer. So if I bring this auxiliary verb from there to there, from there to here, HAVE, have, then it will become, we have to write in small letter, have the letters been sent by him, have the letter been sent by him, then at the end question mark, because it is interrogative. Now next is simple past. I hope you have understood this. Simple past. Simple past. Simple past. Simple past. SIMPLE, simple past. PAST, past. Simple past. Now the formation of simple past is subject plus verb to plus object. So this is the formation of what? Simple past. Now with the help of this formation we can write so many sentences, but the most important thing for us is to remember this formation. If we know the formation, How many sentences you want to write? You can write. Understood or not? So let me write a sentence. He stole, S-T-O-L, he stole my pen. He stole my pen, P-E-N, pen. Subject he, verb to stole, still, stole. Now my pen is the object. Stole what? Stole what? My pen stole, my pen stole my pen. So my pen is the object. My pen is the object. Now if you want to change the voice of simple past from active to passive, we need the formation of passive. We need the formation of simple past passive. We need the formation of simple past passive. Very easy. Object plus was, were, plus verb 3 plus preposition by plus subject. So the formation of simple past passive is object plus was, were plus verb 3 plus preposition by plus subject. So according to this formation we have to change the voice. So object, this is the object. So this is the verb 2 and this is what? Subject. So object will come at the beginning. It will become my pen. Then we have to write was or were according to the new object. We have to write that means was or were according to this one, according to this. So my pen is singular. So with singular what we write? With singular that means with singular what we use? What we have to write? We have to write was. My pen was. We cannot with plural we write they were, you were. Understood or no? So my with third person singular what we have to use? We have to use what? No, that means with singular what we have to use? I was. We also write I was playing football. So my pen was. Yes, I have written was. So now we have to write third form of the that means verb 3. So steal, stole, stolen. It will become stolen. S-T-O-L-E-N, stolen. My pen was stolen. Then after the verb 3 we have to write preposition by. My pen was stolen by. Then subject. He will become him. My pen was stolen by him. My pen was stolen by. My pen was stolen by him. So very easy. Now if you get interrogative of simple past, what you have to do? How you have to change the voice from active to passive? From active to passive. If the question is, did you see the dog? Did you see the dog? So very simple rule. You have to change it to assertive. You have to change it to assertive. Now here if it is past, simple past, then what we have to do? At first we will write like this, you. Now since it is past, now while changing assertive, one thing you have to remember, we have to change this to second form of the verb, to second form of the verb. So she will become what? So she, remember this. You cannot write you see. In simple present you can write. After hiding, it will become our assertive sentence. You see the dog. You see the dog. It will not be correct because the sentence is simple past. So you have to change the verb to second form of the verb. You saw the dog. You saw the dog. You saw the dog. You saw the dog. Now it became assertive simple present. Assertive simple present. If you look at the formation, subject is there. You. Second form of the verb. We know that second form of the verb see is saw. An object, the dog. So what? So what? With the help of this we find object. So what? So what? The dog. So now you can change the voice. Already I have done there. Formation is still there. So according to this, at first object, this is the object. So the dog, the dog, D-O-G, the dog. Then was or were we have to use. So this is third person singular. So where we have to right? Was. The dog was. Then third form of the verb. So will become seen. The dog was seen. then preposition by, the dog was seen by, then you. So you will remain unchanged. You will remain unchanged. The dog was, so what we have done, according to the formation, we have taken the subject at the beginning, we have taken the subject at the beginning, the dog. Then according the formation says to, that means what we have done, we have, that means object, no, this is not. According to the formation, what we have done, we have brought the object here, we have brought the object here. Then the formation is saying, according to the formation, what we have done, what I have done is that was or were. We have to write was or were according to the new object. So this is third person, this is singular. So what I have written was. Then we have to write what? Third form of the verb, and we know the third form of the verb. So is seen, then preposition by, then it will remain unchanged. Understood? Understood or not? The dog was seen by you. Now very simple, what we have to do, just bring the auxiliary verb at the beginning and then put a question mark at the end. It will be our what? Simple past interrogative. That was, just bring the was at the beginning. Was the dog seen by you? Was the dog seen by you? Was the dog seen by you? Very simple. Now past continuous. I hope you have understood. I hope now you can change. If I give you 5-6 sentences, I hope you can easily change from active to passive. Now past continuous. Past continuous. P-A-S-T, past continuous. C-O-N-T-I-N-U-O-U-S, past continuous. Continuous. Now what is the formation of past continuous? That means the formation of past continuous is subject plus was, were plus verb 1 plus ing plus object, plus object. So this is the formation of past continuous. This is the formation of past continuous. The formation of past continuous is subject plus was were, subject plus was were plus verb 1 plus ing plus object. Now if you want to change it to, that means now let me write a sentence with the help of this formation. With the help of this formation, I, subject, I is the subject, then according to the subject we have to write was or were. With I, which is singular, so we write what? Was. I was then playing, P-L-A-Y-I-N-G, I was playing football, F-O-O-T, foot, B-A-L-L, ball. I was playing football. Now subject is there, was or were according to the subject written. Now playing, bar plus ing, then object, playing what? Playing what? With the help of this we find object or not? Playing what? Football. I was playing football. Now if how to change, if the sentence is past continuous active, then how we have to change it to past continuous passive? Past continuous passive. Very simple. Object plus was, were, then plus being, plus verb 3 plus preposition by plus object, subject, SUB, subject. Now with the help of this we will change this sentence from active to passive. Very simple. You know the formation, finish. You can easily then practice whatever is there in your book. Practice, you should practice again and again. It will, this formation will automatically remain in your mind. If you don't want to memorize, practice again and again. So it will remain, the formation will remain in your mind. So how we have to change? With the help of this we have to change. So object, this is the object, this is the, that means bar, this is what? Verb ing, and this is the So play is the verb here, play is the verb, and this is what? Subject, subject, object. So we have to bring object at the beginning, football. Football will come at the beginning. F-O-O-T, foot, B-A-L-L, football. Football. Then was or were. It is singular. So what we have to write? With singular we write was, football was. Then we have to write being, B-E-I-N-G, being, football was being. Then we have to what? After being we have to write third form of the verb. Third form of the verb, play is played. Play is played. Play is played. Then we have to write what? Preposition by. Then this subject. So I will become what? I will become me. Football was being played by me. Football was being played by me. So answer is football was being played by me. Very simple. Object I have brought. Then according to this was or were written. Was I have written, it is singular. Being, according to the formation I have written being. Then according to the formation we have to write what? Third form of the verb. Third form of the verb, play is played. Then we have to write preposition by, written. Then subject. This is the subject. So if it is I, then what we have to write? We have to write me. Now if we, that means if we find, that means past continuous interrogative, then what we have to do? For example, if the sentence is like this, okay, with the help of with this sentence I will write, for example, where you playing, football. F-O-O-T, foot, B-A-L-L, ball. Where are you playing football? So you have to change it to SRT. We have to change it to SRT. Very simple. You were playing football. You were playing football. F-O-O-T, foot, B-A-L-L. You were playing football. So what we have to do? How we have to change? At first we have to change it to assertive. You were playing football. You were playing football. You were playing. Now it is assertive. Now before 1 minute I have changed. That means past continuous assertive from active to passive. So already formation is still there. So this is the object, or play is the subject, and you is the, play is the verb. Sorry, play is the verb, and this is the subject. So we have to what? Bring object at the beginning. Football will come at the beginning. F-O-O-T, foot, B-A-L-L, football. Then football. Then according to this we have to write what? Was or were. Football. So it is singular. So what we have to write? Football was. Football was. Then being, already it is there. Football was being. Then third form of the verb. Third form of the verb, play is football played. P-L-A-Y-D. Football was being played. Then preposition by. Football was being played by. Then you will remain same. Football was being played by you. Y-O-U. Football was being played by you. Football was being played by you. Football was being B-E-I-N-G, being played by you. Football was being played by you. Now what we have to do? We have to bring the auxiliary verb at the beginning. It will be our answer. Was. So it will be was, then F will become small. was, was, was football being played by you, and at the end question mark, at the end what? Question mark, because it is interrogative. Was football being played by you? Was football being played by you? Now past perfect. Now I will discuss past perfect. Past perfect. Past perfect. The format. Let me write it. Past perfect. P-E-R-F-E-C-T. Past perfect. The formation of past perfect is subject plus head plus verb 3 plus object. Very simple. Subject plus head plus verb 3 plus object. Let me write a sentence with the help of this. Subject I, then we have to write head. Very simple. I had, then verb 3. So I am writing here done. We know that third form of the verb do is done. I had done the work. Done what? The work. Done what? Work. With the help of what and whom we find object. I had done the work. So if I want to change this sentence, if we want to change the sentence of past perfect from active to passive, then how we have to change and what is the formation? What is the formation? So very simple. Object plus had plus been plus verb 3 plus preposition by plus subject. So now with the help of this we can easily change the voice. We can easily change the voice from active to passive. So this is the object here, this is the verb, this is the subject, this is the subject. So we can easily change the voice. So we have to bring the object at the beginning. Object is here, the work, work. Then what? It is already there. We have to write what? Had, the work. After had, according to the formation, we have to write what? Been. B-double-E and been. The work had been, then verb 3. Already it is in third form. So the work had been done. Then preposition by. We have to write what? Preposition by. The work had been done by. Then we have to write the what? Subject. Done by, then I will become me. Done by me. So at first object we have to write, then had been, in the formation it is there, had, then been, then we have to write third form of the verb. It is already in third form. Then preposition by, then we have to write what? Subject. Then we have to write what? Subject. And here subject is I. So we have to change. That is, I will become here what? Me. It will become me. Now I hope you have understood past perfect. Now simple. That means simple future. Now simple future. Let me write it. SIMPL, simple future. Simple future. So what is the formation of simple future? Subject plus shall or will. Plus verb 1 plus object plus subject plus shall, will plus verb 1 plus object. This is the formation of simple future. So if I write a sentence, for example, with the help of this I can write, let me write a sentence. She will eat rice. she is the subject. Then we have to write shall will according to this. Remember that normally it is the correct way is we should use I shall, we have to use with I and we. I and I shall, we shall. I shall, we shall. Understood or not? With rest others, with rest other, what we have to write? We have to, what we have to use? We have to use what? Will. The better is with I and we have to write what? Shall. She will eat rice. Now what is the formation of changing the voice from active to passive? What will be the formation? Very simple. Object plus shall will plus be plus verb 3 plus preposition by plus what? Subject plus subject. So what is the formation of simple future passive? Subject plus subject, sorry, object plus shall or will plus be plus verb 3 plus by plus subject. Object shall will plus be plus verb 3 plus preposition by plus subject. So how we have to change? So with the help of this we can easily change. So this is the object, this is the verb, and this is what? Subject. So object will come at the beginning, rice, and I said I, with I and we have to use shall, it will be better. So rice will, then according to the formation what? We after will we have to write what? Be. Then third form of the verb, it is eaten. Rice will be eaten, eaten. Then preposition by, rice will be eaten by, then this one, she will become what? Her. She will become her. Rice will be eaten by her. So according to this only what we have done, we have changed the voice from active to passive. Object at the beginning, rice, then shall or will according to, I said you to use shall only with I and we. So rice will, then according to the formation be, then we have to write third form of the verb, it is eaten, then preposition by, then preposition her. Now if we find interrogative sentences, for example, will she help you? Will she help you? Will she help you? So what we have to do? We have to change it to assertive. We have to change it to assertive. Very simple. She will help you. She will help you. She will help you. She will help you. She will eat rice. Same. So earlier we have changed already. She will. Then it is also verb. It is also verb. Then object is there. So this is also object. Understood or not? So how we can change it? You, object, verb, then subject. So object will come at the beginning, you, then only with I and we, what we have to use? We have to use shall, otherwise will, you will, then after will, what we have to write? Be, you will be, then third form of the verb, so third form of the verb help is help, you will be helped, HELPed, helped. Then we have to write preposition by, then we have to write according to the formation, we have to write preposition by, then subject. So this is the subject, and she will become what? Her. She will become her. She will be helped by her. We are changing what? Interrogative. We are changing the voice of simple future interrogative from active to passive. Then what we have to write? We will bring the auxiliary verb at the beginning. It will become like this. Will you be? Will you be helped by her? Then question mark at the end. Will you be helped by her? Will you be helped by her? What I have done? It was like this. You will be helped by her. What I have done? I have brought the auxiliary verb at the beginning. and this is the answer. Will you be helped by her? Then we have to put question mark at the end. Now the last one, that is future perfect. Future perfect. Future perfect. F-U-T-U-R, future perfect. P-E-R-F-E-C-T. From future tense, we change the voice of only simple future and future perfect. So what is the formation of simple? Sorry, what is the formation of future perfect? Subject plus shall or will plus subject plus shall or will plus have plus verb 3 plus object subject plus shall or will plus have plus verb 3 plus object. So with the help of this formation, active formation, simple future perfect active formation, let me write a sentence. I shall have finished, I shall have finished my work. I shall have finished my work. I is the subject. We have to write shall or will. As I said you earlier, with shall or will according to the subject. As I said you earlier, we have to write shall with I and we. So I have written what? Shall. Then have. Then third form of the verb finished is third form of the verb finish. Then object. My work is the object. Then how we have to change the voice? If we get the formation, then it will be very easy to change the voice of this active sentence to passive voice. Object. So this is the formation. Object plus shall or will plus have plus been, BWN plus been plus third form of the verb 3 plus preposition by plus what? Subject. So what is the formation of passive? What is the formation of future perfect passive voice? Object plus shall or will plus have plus been plus preposition by object plus shall or will plus have plus been plus third form of the verb plus preposition by plus subject. So how? With the help of this, easily we know the formation. Once we know the formation, in 1 second or 10 seconds maybe, we can change the voice from active to passive. Now with the help of this only, we will change the voice from active to passive. Now this is the what? Object. This is finish is what? Verb. And this is I is the subject. Now what we have to do? We have to bring the object at the beginning. My work. Here object is my work. Then we have to write, according to this, we have to write what? Shall or will. As I time and again, why I am repeating? So that it remains in your mind. My work. That means with I and we use shall, otherwise we use will. My work will. Here my work will. Then we have to write have, according to the formation of passive, future perfect passive. My work will have. Then been. My work will have been. Then third form of the verb finish is finished. My work will have been finished. F-I-N-I-S-H-E-D. SHED, finished, then preposition by, then the subject, this will come here according to the formation. So I will become what? Me. I will become me. Very simple. I will become me. My work will have been finished by me. So very easy. Once you know the formation, very easy. If you don't want to memorize, practice again and again. Automatically the formation will remain in your mind forever. Here practice is the mantra. This is the medicine. Practice is the medicine. There is no shortcut. So you have to what? Practice again and again. So this is the end of this is the end of today's class. I hope you have understood. If you find any problem while going through the video, or if you don't understand any particular point, any particular topic, please call me at night.